I've realized that I've made a bit of an oversight, to say the least. And the oversight is I keep on telling you guys about this -2, and I keep on telling you, you need a -2, you need a -2, you need... But I've never told you why. I haven't explained why you got to minus the 2. So, this is going to actually be a sub-video, and I'm going to turn it into a quick sub-video just so I can link it to the last one. But why do we need a -2? Right? What is the reason for minusing 2 in an IP address? So let me explain, and let's clear this up real quick. If I have an IP address range, let's say 192.168.1.0/24. Now, in a /24, we remember that means that this is part of the network, so that's the name of the network, and this last piece over here is equal to the host. Now, we also know that in a 8-bit value from the previous videos, that the number that I can write here is anything between 0 all the way up to 255, right? 0 being the lowest number, 255 being the highest number. Now, please don't become completely obsessed with the number 0 and the number 255. What I want you to be aware of is that this is the possible lowest number. This is the possible highest number in this case. In other cases, the lowest number will be 0 and the highest number will be 31. In other cases, the lowest number will be 33 and the highest will be 63. Right? So it's more important that it's the lowest and the highest possible numbers. Now, here's the trick when it comes to IP addressing. You are never allowed to use the lowest or the highest possible IP addresses. This is why -2. Now, out of these numbers from 0 to 255, remember that gives us 256 combinations. Don't forget to count 0. -2. Right? Because I can't use the first and I can't use the last. The lowest, the highest, the first, the last, whatever you wish to prefer to know it as. You'll hear me interchange between them a few times. The first is not allowed to be used. The last is not allowed to be used. Now here's why, because I know that's the next question. Well, why can't you use the first and why can't you use the last? Here's the reason. The first always indicates the actual name of the network. Right? This is me referencing the network, not talking to anyone in it. So initially when I said to you guys right at the beginning of this video, I said, hey, 192.168.1.0/24. That is the name of my home network. It is not a single person in it. It is a representation of the entire thing as a whole. This is my entire network. It is the name of my network. You cannot be a network. You can be in a network. So I cannot use the very first because it is the representation of the actual name of the network itself. And the very last cannot be used because it is used as a broadcast address. This is to talk to the entire network. The very last IP address, you cannot be a broadcast. You can be a broadcaster, but that means you still have a unique name. So the destination IP address will always be the very last IP address if you are broadcasting to the entire network, which is why you can never be it. This is why -2. This is why we can never use the first and never use the last IP address in any network range. Right, so I apologize that I left this out, but hopefully that clears it up. And I will link to this video from the other one as well. But that's the quick little sub video to explain the -2. Now let's dive into the next video will in fact be the example for you guys to try in the subnetting out.